standing here with Sharon Roseman at 2137 Old Ladder Road, L-A-T-T-E-R, and that's in Newton, North Carolina. We're actually going to have an auction that ends on April 10th at 4 p.m. You can get all that information at ncauctionpro.com, ncauctionpro.com. Also give Sharon a call. Sharon, give everybody your number.
You can give me a call, auctioneer Sharon Roseman with United Country Big Six Properties. I'm at 828-320-4726. And we've got a really, we do find really cool properties. This one is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
28 plus or minus acres, currently used as a horse boarding facility.
Yeah. And then, what would we say, about a 13,000 square foot barn over here, Drew?
The barn is 225 by 60, about 13,500 square feet. It's got 30 12 by 12 stalls.
And we're gonna take you.
We'll tour that later.
Yeah, we're gonna walk right through there here in a minute, and then we got a smaller barn right here that we'll walk through in a minute.
Pastures all down below, and there's a creek down at the bottom of the hill. So great trail riding areas. Aren't those horses beautiful?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Beautiful day too. It warmed up nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and it continues on, and there's a creek down there at the bottom that we have some drone footage on.
Yeah, and they can check out the interactive property map too, and kind of get a sense of where we are on the property. But I want to say a little thing about where we are in Newton, North Carolina. So Newton is right outside of Hickory, North Carolina, and Hickory has been voted one of the best small cities to retire, one of the most affordable places to live. And so we are on this sort of beautiful acreage, but you are very close to, you're less than 5 minutes to a Starbucks.
Yeah.
So you can run out, hop on Interstate 40 or 321. You can be in the Charlotte International Airport in under an hour. In an hour, you can be at App State University and watch the game, go Mountaineers. And, it's just, with Interstate 40,
and you can be anywhere.
You can be anywhere.
Yeah.
321, Interstate 85.
Nice.
It's super, super convenient location.
Yeah.
Just off of Startown Road. All the locals will know where Startown Road is. So Old Ladder Road is just off of Startown Road.
Gotcha. And then we did mention the single wide, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, personal property, but we do have the title, and that will convey whoever the new buyer is.
And there's an apartment in the barn too. So you've got the 2 bed, 2 bath mobile home, and then there's a 1 bed, 1.5 bath apartment in the barn.
Yeah.
So this is the older barn on the property. It does have newer siding that's cleaned it up, but this is an older stall in here, and you can open up this next bay too. So, they don't really board animals out here, but if you need, a sick bay or something, and this is great hay storage and things here in this area. Like I said, this is the older barn, but they've come back over with new siding and new trim and really cleaned it up. So it looks nice. Great place to park trailers, trucks, tractors, things of that nature, hay storage, and then connects. We've got sectioned pastures here too.
Right, cross fencing.
Cross fencing.
Yeah. So
and we had a heavy rain, so you may see some puddles around. We had about 3 inches of rain. Beautiful sun today, and Wednesday we're going to have snow. Welcome to North Carolina.
That's right.
But the snow will be gone by Thursday, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, and it's beautiful pasture here, and then again that creek is down at the bottom of the hill. Yeah. And I think next, what do you think? Let's go into the barn.
Yeah,
the larger barn with the 30 stalls next.
And I just want to say something for all the people that can, I can hook up a horse trailer and pull my horse trailer, and I can back it up if I have to, but I sure don't like to, especially when I know there may be young children or people running around.
Right, or animals,
and this drive is fantastic. It goes all the way around the barn, so you can even drive through the center.
Yeah, through, because it's got the double doors on either side.
So when you're coming in, in the big dually and the large horse trailer, you've got a great place to come in. You could drive through the center of the barn. You can drive around the barn. And this little porch that you see to the left, that's
part
like
of the
back of the barn apartment.
Okay. And again, that's about 750 square feet. And we'll talk about that a little more when we go inside here. So,
and you've got, a little composting area when you're mucking out stalls and fencing seems to be in really great shape. And it's a block building. So, you know, if somebody wants to change up the colors,
Yeah.
that's not difficult. And, you know, it is a beautiful horse facility. But this can be, you know, it's a lot of acreage for development. It's in a really great location, right off the interstate. So, you know, that's a possibility as well.
All right, let's go inside.
Oh,
Check
yeah,
it
let's
out.
take a look.
Yeah. So you were telling me the dimensions earlier. Let's tell everybody how big this barn is.
Okay,
It's
so
pretty big.
it's a really large barn. So it's 225 feet long by 60 feet wide, and it has 30 12 by 12 stalls.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So good size for horses. All stalls are the same size.
Yeah.
This is the wash pit area. Got a couple places to tie up the horses. It does have hot water.
Drew said his power's been out for a while. And he
Oh,
hadn't
you
had
need to take a shower.
Come on in here, Drew. Yeah.
Got some hot water and
Yeah.
you'll be ready to go. Now, this area here, it's used for storage and tack right now with the saddles, but it is a little kitchenette, little bar area, sink, and you know, if you're working, it's a nice place to have snack and break time.
And this is a real estate auction. So, you know, all this stuff is personal property.
That's right.
It's not included in the sale.
Right. These tenants are running a boarding facility. If someone that's looking to buy it wants to purchase it and let these tenants remain, I'm sure that's a conversation that we could have. But right now it is a real estate. The lease that's on the property is a month-to-month verbal lease. So it can continue as a boarding facility. People can buy it as their own property, or they may have a vision outside the horses.
Yep.
But this is the staging area to saddle up, brush down, get everybody going. You do have a restroom here to the side for clients and riders and anybody working on the barn. And we can't go in the apartment right now, but there is a 1-bed, 1.5 bath apartment that's currently being leased out. We'll get some photos of that later, and during the open houses we'll make sure that's open so you can come in and take a look. But it's got a living room kitchen area that's kind of open concept, but it's not a studio apartment. It actually does have a dedicated bedroom space, and
it's on the ground level here.
it's on the ground level.
Yeah.
About 750 square feet for the apartment.
All right.
And then from there we'll go into the main aisle.
This is where the main tenants are.
The main tenants,
Yeah.
the stars.
The stars, yeah.
So this is a really great space. You know, you've got room to store hay overhead to make feeding easier. 30, they're numbered there, 12 by 12 stalls. Many of them have concrete floors. They do have automatic waterers. You do have electric. And this aisleway is really good and wide. Now, there are doors on either side. And the light, it's really pretty through here when those doors are opened up. But today it's just so windy. And we want to, with a snowstorm coming in, we want to keep these horses nice and cozy.
That's right.
So we're not going to open those up today and let that in. But there's an empty stall up here, and we've got another room that is a storage room. It can be used as additional tack if needed. Place to store gas cans, mowers, weed eaters, and all that other stuff that's necessary to keep the farm running. Number 24 says, hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Says, I want to be on TV.
Yeah, he wants to be on TV.
All right, so stall number 12 here is vacant, so you can go in there and take a look. Again, concrete walls, 12 by 12, and sliding doors. So overall, really, really great space.
Sure is. Sure is.
And we'll look at that. We've got outdoor riding areas, pastures, trails that go down to the creek. We've got some really good places to check out.
It really is a beautiful property.
And then over here to the right, beside of stall 23, there is an office. We'll see if we can get through here.
Check it out. Okay.
And there's another exit that will take you out. So you can get on all four sides, you can have access to this barn space. So in here is an office. I think somebody might be in there, so we'll get photos of that later. And then here is the front entrance, up right on cue. We got some riders coming by, but beautiful, beautiful horses.
Yeah.
Now they're not included in the sale,
Right.
you know. And if you don't, I don't know if you're familiar with Paso Fino horses, but riding a Paso Fino is more like having a massage than riding a horse. They're known for their fancy footwork and steps. And traditionally, this farm has had a long history with the Pasofino Horses and Pasofino Horse Association. So that's a fine example of Pasofinos at their best right there. So when you're inside and you want to exercise the horses inside, you do have an aisleway that you can do that. But right out the door, you can see how they traveled right down the drive. You can go right into the arena. They'll come around and I guess the back gate was closed, so they'll come around and come in this side here. But we do have an outside arena, and it is, how big is that arena? I made myself a cheat sheet. 220 by 120. That arena is 220 by 120. And there's not lights. There's just the one right here to the side at the entrance gate. So the entire arena is not lit, but you do have an outside light to kind of guide you in and out.
Yeah. Then you got the single wide over there.
And the single wide is included.
Yeah, and it's classified as personal property, but we do have the title, which will convey, you know.
It's a 2-bed, 2-bath mobile home, and we do have the title. You know, we'll give the new owners a bill of sale, and that will convey convey with them. And if you'll notice, there's a board through the center. So that's a staple in a lot of Pasofino horse shows, is when they go across the board, you can really hear the gate.
Right.
And I do not profess to be an expert, but that is one of the criteria. Feel free to correct me in the comments for all the mistakes I made. But I love this. These horses just seem, they just almost seem to dance. And again, just while they happen to be here, it's just really nice to see them. But if you've got a beginning rider, like I was not too many years ago, I was not raised on a horse. There's so much comfort to me. Like even riding from here to here was nerve-wracking for me. I wanted that comfort of being inside that fenced area, just in case I didn't control the horse quite like I should. But for training, that's an excellent facility that you've got a little bit of indoor space, you have a great outdoor space, and you have trail riding space, and in sectioned pastures. And we'll go around and take a look. But this farm, if you look at the barn, it does have a newer metal roof. I'm checking to find out what year that was put on, but it's been in the recent past, and it is a block building, so you know, somebody can change paint colors or, you know, personalize it to them. But it's a good solid barn and a nice greeting area.
And then we got another smaller barn,
and we've got another
on the other side of the property.
Yeah.
So again, we're located at 2137 Old Ladder Road. That's Latter, and that's in Newton, North Carolina. And we're on about 28 acres. Again, this auction ends on April 10th at 4 p.m. You can go to ncauctionpro.com to get all the preview dates. And we'll have a bidder pack. Folks, you want to make sure you check out the bidder pack. It has maps and everything. We also have an interactive map online, so people can really see the layout of the property. They can see the topo, the water features, everything that you need to know. So again, go to ncauctionpro.com. If you want to come look at the property, give Sharon a call. She can set you up an appointment, and tell everybody your number one more time.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at it, it is nice if we can give 24 to 48 hour notice for the tenants, and we will have a couple of preview dates. But you can call me, Sharon Roseman, at 828-320-4726.
All right, my name's Matt Gallimore. I'm with United Country Auction Services as well, and my phone number is 540-239-2585. And again, ncauctionpro.com. Auction ends on April 10th.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. There you go.